Hello, how are you? My name is Elizabeth. So, I just finished a couple other readings so that, I'm more fluid in my production for you guys. And as I was wrapping up the last reading and I, was reviewing and getting ready to upload it, there's something that I hear on a regular, okay? And it's just basically, it's a telltale sign that I need to open my ears. They're trying to deliver a message. And what I hear is time is of the essence, meaning it's time for, spiritual awareness, being more open to receiving different messages. My apologies. Now, as I was going through the energy, I'm just going to tell you it was quite different. Okay, like I said, I've done several different readings, and you'll notice over the next few days the difference, the variance. Okay, so I don't know why I needed to tell you that, but whatever, So I just really want to stress to you, to anyone that listens to any of my readings or any readings whatsoever on YouTube, it's very, very vital that you understand that things that resonate, things that mean something to you, you'll feel it way down deep. You're not going to have to think more on it. You're not going to have to try to, where does this fit in, or does this apply, or anything like that. You're going to know within the very core part of you. Your soul is going to your body's going to let you know from way down deep that it's there. You're not going to have to question it in any way, okay? Also, the second thing is very important that we understand that things that are happening on and around us in our everyday life is a mirror reflection of what's going on inside us. And if we don't pay attention to those energies, if we don't pay attention to what's going on, and actually sitting with ourselves and understanding ourselves. Sorry, this is like giving me a hard time. I'm just, whatever. If we don't sit with that energy and understand why we're seeing this out here, then we're never going to truly understand who we are and what's going on within us. Now, this isn't going to be a reading for everyone. This is only going to be for a select few. It's like I'm calling in. Your soul is calling you in at this time. You're being initiated, because this is an initiation activation, is what I was getting, which will be the title, obviously. What I heard was the power of manifestation is at play here. Okay, careful with your thoughts at this time. You were recently activated by the divine, by your higher self, to be one of the select few going through this particular initiation. Okay, and so then I inquired, what is the initiation details? What do they look like? What does it look like? And I heard, they told me, more psychic awareness. I'm gonna put my glasses on so it's better. Okay, hold on. A clear sense of all knowing. It's going to be easier for you to decode energies within the collective souls that are around you. And this isn't just on a personal scale, it's going to be a global scale. So I was kind of getting a feeling of you could be someone that's thinking about starting a channel, or thinking about working within your community and branching out globally. Maybe starting a website. You could be addressing people through artwork, literature, music. It was definitely giving us an indication that it's more than just you, and you are using some kind of special gift that you have to reach others. Okay. I then asked about the precautions. What do we need to know? What do we need to be alerted to, so that we're fully aware and we're ready? We have our bootstraps pulled up and we're ready to take this on. The precautions were to keep your defenses up, so that you aren't being hijacked by some kind of low-level dark or bad forces. I personally don't believe in dark, bad forces. Okay, I believe in low level, I believe in high level, but I don't believe in, but that's just my belief. Okay, someone out there believes, and that's fine. What you need to know is you're not alone in this. Okay, you do have the divine protection, but this doesn't mean that you don't have to actively make sure that you put forth effort in keeping your defenses up as well. It's going to take the divine and yourself to make sure that you stay completely seated within you, who you are, in order for this to take place. Because it looks like you're embarking on a journey of self-exploration, which is great. That's phenomenal. Meaning you must not be naive about what you're doing. Not everyone has been called upon for this. Only a select few. You. Whoever this resonates for, whoever this reading is for, you being one of them. Okay? And then I asked, it's kind of like a mutual thing here. I was asking as it was coming in. So, the talismans rendered is what I heard. I was asking what talismans would be efficient, or what would be sufficient in this situation, and they were telling me that the talismans are being rendered. They are being gifted to you. So, I went ahead and pulled the talismans because I'm not really familiar with the different talismans, okay? I wanted a little bit more before I jumped on here and started telling you what was going on, okay? So the talismans that came through was financial security, safe travel, finding love, and destiny. Now, if you've been watching any of my readings, 2 of those did come out earlier today. I don't know if I actually published that reading or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Okay, so with the financial security, this is complete financial success with a partnership. And this is what's coming in. It lies ahead, right? It doesn't mean you can be reckless with your spending and just go spend it on anything and everything. Okay, you have to be mindful. You have to. Little man, are you okay down there? I think the incense are getting to the little man down here. I'm gonna exit and let him out. I'll be right back. Okay, so the number 4 is significant, as it means, stability in numerology. The results you are seeking are almost instantaneous, and we were talking about the power of manifestation here. That's the first thing that came through, was the power of manifestation. So your deliberate, calculated risks will turn out favorable. And at this time, I need you to say out loud, I am strategic. Okay? And then with safe travel, this is a journey into the unknown. You're about to see things that you couldn't quite see before. This is a time for you to take a pilgrimage. Maybe you travel abroad, or this could just be an inner journey that you're taking within yourself. There's an Arctic tern, which is the bird here in this talisman, that will show you to shore. So this is something of deep emotions, because it's going to show you to shore. So you're going to take a deep dive and within the self, really understand things on a different level, on a completely different level than you've ever experienced it before in your life. And well, it's going to help you find love. So at this time, I need you to say, I am ready for this journey. Okay. Now, finding love. This is a pure conscious connection. So this is something that's going to show up in your 3D. You'll be finding your true soulmate. This could be romantic or platonic. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to fall head over heels in love with somebody. It's going to be instant chemistry and da-da-da-da-da-da. No, it's going to be a respectful, understanding connection between the two of you You're gonna be able to see each other fully on all planes and be. It's just gonna fit like the perfect glove, the perfect shoe. It's gonna be perfect for you. Now, be on the lookout for a serendipitous type of connection. Like, it's just gonna come out of the blue. Like, there's gonna be a shift in the air. Now, you could have already come into contact with this person, and there's going to be a shift in the air, and then all of a sudden, the two of you just click, okay? Because it may not be instantaneous as far as the chemistry, but the air is going to spark some kind of love to be ignited within the situation between you and this person. So at this time, I need you to say, I embody love. And the last talisman that I got was destiny. You've been taught to hide your unique nature. And this was a safety precaution. You know, this is to keep you safe. But what we don't realize, the society teaches us that being different, which that did come out in the reading, being different, this robs you of your power to actually manifest positive manifestations. And so I feel like at this time you're taking on your own power and you're changing the narrative. Now, here's a little quick, a little side note, did you know that for every negative memory or every negative thought, okay, to each positive, do you know the ratio between that? On the very bare minimum, it is 3-1. And then on a very larger scale, it's 30-1. That's crazy. So then I went ahead and asked, is there anything else further that I needed to add to this before we started the reading on this? The time is now. Open yourself up to receive by claiming this reading as yours. And you can simply, by doing that, by clicking that like button, or just simply saying it out loud. I claim this reading. Type in the in the comments below. Let me know. I claim this reading. Okay, so let's jump into the tarot and see what comes out. So I was a moment ago inquiring on how or what kind of questions I should be asking. So I'm like, I have no clue what's going on here and why this is even showing up or who this is for. But this is for you. This is for you. And so the financial security. Let's see how that's going to appear. How that's going to look. What do they truly mean by financial security? I mean, we understand the meaning of the talisman, right? We've got that. Financial security and some kind of partnership. But how's that going to show up? You know, in what ways is that going to show up? Some of the questions, just different questions. And hopefully with this, we'll find out some answers. Okay, financial security. So there's going to be like a sudden shift because we have the tower. Something's going to suddenly come in and like shift the energy where we believed that we were being deceived or we were betrayed in some way. So did we betray ourselves or is this a betrayal of someone else is my question. What is this betrayal? Yeah, okay. We're stepping into a place of where we actually are understanding. We are reflecting. We're self-reflecting on what emotional fulfillment looks like with the Ten of Cups. And this is allowing us to see where there's some kind, where we've betrayed ourselves. How we've prevented ourselves from actually obtaining financial security because we don't want to trust and believe that we are worthy of it, that we deserve this. And so we're going to see that by actually spending time and then getting to a place where we feel good about ourselves. Card's going to listen. there seems to be a recognition of something, an outside source. We're realizing that there's a potential to reconciliate possibly with someone that we actually felt like we couldn't for some reason. Why did we feel like we couldn't? Why did we feel stuck? Oh, we're reconciling a part of ourselves where it caused us to be stuck. It's realizing that we had the power the whole time, the ability the whole time. And if that's not the case, then there is a realization that there's something on the outside, another energy that's not connected. That was possibly we're hanging on to. And if we weren't hanging on to it, we weren't allowing the reconciliation to take place because we were playing victim. We're no longer playing victim because we're changing. And that's by changing the narrative. That's changing a quick change. This is a sudden change. So it's like out of nowhere. So you could be just rising from the ashes at this point. And the talisman is just letting us know that we have that. It's being gifted to us, right? So this talisman is being gifted to us. So financial security is being gifted to us because we are rising from the ashes. We are rising above any kind of deep betrayal, any kind of wounding that we've experienced in the past. Even if it was self-inflicted, we are seeing that within ourselves, and that's where the healing begins. We're healing that part of ourselves, and we're truly understanding that we've had the power the whole time. All we had to do was set ourselves free. Okay. Let's talk about this safe travel. Maybe the card's mine. I'm sitting a little low here, and my cushion kind of fell down. The dog went out. I didn't put it back up here, and now I'm sitting a little too low. My pillow is the tree of life, so that may be important to someone here. That's better. Now I might be able to shuffle some cards. Or not. Oh, okay, so I'm supposed to alternate. Well, that makes sense why they don't want to go together. Okay. Safe travel. Tell me about the safe travel. Empress. The Ace of Swords. Daughter of Wands. The Three of Cups with the Mother of Pentacles. I'm getting like an energy of someone that's stepping out is actually, it's giving like pre-Empress. Young, starting out, we could be accepting some kind of truth when it came to a mother-daughter connection, because I am seeing a mother and a daughter, and then empowering ourselves based on that dynamic of understanding and reconciling with a Mother of Pentacles. You could be reconciling. So you don't have to be like literally reconciling with maybe your mother. Maybe you have a bad falling out with your mom and y'all just don't click or whatever. I feel like it's just something within that dynamic that we're doing this safe travel. We're taking this deep dive to better understand. So if our mother wasn't there for us, which, you know, let's face it, a lot of our moms weren't there for us because they were on their own healing journey and they had their own things that they needed to heal. And unfortunately for some of us, that wasn't gifted to us, right? But we're doing a safe travel and we're actually bringing something up to the surface so that we can examine it in a different light. Whereas, you know, when you get down to the depths and you get really, really down to the bottom of the ocean, when you get down dark, it gets dark down there, right? And we need different lighting. And I feel like, ooh, my ear just right here. So, somebody's standing up for you, speaking up for you. I don't know. Anyways, someone's speaking highly of you is what I'm hearing. We're embarking on a journey of self exploration to better understand why the things happened to us the way they did. What was the cause of it? Did you deserve it? Absolutely not. But, however, the better understanding is to always remember that we signed on for this. So you signed on for this to take place. Whether you like it or not, sweetheart, you did. Way before you took your first breath. Before your soul ever entered that body. It was definitely written that things were supposed to play out this way. And I see you empowering yourself based on this truth, based on this knowledge that you're acquiring during this safe travel. Okay? Let's go back to the finding the love, the serendipitous events. Change in the air. Got the Two of Swords. The Hangman. The Four of Wands. Judgment. With the Knight of Pentacles. So finding love. Ooh. If you're involved with someone, be prepared. It is going to put you at a crossroads. This energy, when you find yourself at this crossroads within this, it's time to take a pause. It's time to take a break. Chill. Because there's like, we're going to be finding our footing is what I'm hearing. It's like you've been at a cross, so this could be somebody you've already been or you've already lived with. And for some reason, for whatever reason, one of you needed to go away to do some kind of healing, some kind of better understanding of the self, is what I'm getting. So this would definitely, hey, don't shoot the messenger, but this is definitely a very, very important soul connection that you have already had. Either some kind of previous connection with this individual in this lifetime, or it could be from a different lifetime. But someone is stepping up. Somebody's answering their higher calling here. They've been called. That's the initiation. Being initiated. So because we've initiated within ourselves the divine masculine and the divine feminine to step up, to get in alignment with one another, this destined event is about to transpire. You're going to find love. And I'm not trying to give false hope, okay? So if this does not resonate for you, or you don't believe this is possible, then honey, this ain't for you, okay? This is not for you. Now, if you're someone that believes, or you can feel it in the ethers, you are fully aware there's something about to transpire, and it feels like it has something to do with the love situation, then baby, this is for you. That's all I can tell you. Okay? They're coming in with a solid offer. So this is someone that is looking differently at what the Four of Wands looks like. You know, what it looks like to build into something. And they're coming in with a solid offer. It's like they've already thought about it. They've spent plenty enough time thinking about it. And now that they've made this shift, they've seen something differently here, and they're taking that leap. They're making the decision to see something different. They're choosing to. They're making that choice to choose to see something differently here. And so, yeah, I feel like for the majority of you, you've already met this person. And if not, for a select few of you, maybe one or two, this is definitely going to be someone that is making that perception shift within themselves. They've maybe been caught up in some kind of karmic relationships. They're going to feel the shift with you, okay? And that's going to cause a serendipitous event to take place. So you're going to bump into each other somewhere. And I'm hearing like a supermarket or a convenience store, or it's like Yeah, it's like I'm seeing somebody like walk down, I don't know, like somebody's walking down an aisle and they catch a glimpse. So maybe you catch the glimpse of them, they catch a glimpse of you. Maybe it's a mutual thing up over the top of the aisle. So like, yeah, that's kind of cool, really. I love getting those, by the way. And it's like instant. The instant the eye contact comes in, you're going to know it's that person. Okay? You're going to know. Even if you haven't met them. That's the instantaneous feeling that was coming in. It's not going to be instant chemistry, but the instant knowing, the all-out knowing. That's the person. Okay? Okay, let's talk about destiny. Well, it's coming right back out. We're going to have to shuffle a little more, I think. Because of the same cards that came out on Safe Travel. We have the Mother of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles with some T stuck to the card. With the Strength card. Judgment. The Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, with the Eight of Swords. There's a level of confidence in something. I don't know. What's this Nine of Pentacles? I'm seeing a vision, a premonition with this Nine of Pentacles. You're going to feel confident, like confident in going this direction. You're going to feel confident that it's meant for you, whatever this destiny is, because you're freeing yourself by no longer allowing yourself to succumb to the negative, toxic patterns, thought patterns, right? We're releasing ourselves from that narrative. And over this, we're giving the strength and courage to allow judgment to come in. Oh, okay. Allow judgment to come in on something that has been at an impasse, is what I'm hearing, at something that's been at a crossroads, looks like within a connection already. So you could be already in connection with this person. If not, like I said, it's just a connection that was in the past that kind of went stale. Something went stale. Yeah. And it's because the evolution. Somebody had to evolve in the situation. Tell me why. Tell me some more about this Eight of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands with the Emperor, the Hierophant with the Eight of Pentacles. And instantly, it's like there's a spark, there's a recognition about some kind of Emperor here. Emperor energy that could be controlling the narrative. Like, seriously. It's been controlling the situation when it comes to being able to work out something that we were committed to. So you could be, like I said, this could be, I mean, you could already be married to this person for all I know. For those of you that are married, I would definitely say you're being able to work through something and work things out. Because, like, there was a particular path that this Emperor seemed to have had to have gone through, that they had to embark on, because something had control over them. They were kind of controlling here. But they've since gone and worked through that, and now they understand what commitment looks like. and they're ready to commit. It's destined. It was destined to happen. Okay, so they're calling me to a different deck. Just trying to leave you with a little bit. Okay, so this deck was not hits, as you can tell. The Angel Oracle to give you a little pep in your step, a little guidance, a little more help. Just to make sure we've covered all our bases and everybody's ready for this initiation. Congratulations on being initiated for those of you that this resonates for. Don't be alarmed when something, when you embark on this journey and things start to arise and start to come up that cause you to feel upset. When you do this, just know that those feelings or emotions that are rising in you are coming up so they can be transformed, so they can go through the transformation process. And it's so that you can grab the bull by the horns and just take control of the situation by allowing yourself to feel. Don't allow it to control you. You control it by allowing it to surface, allowing it to come up, and allowing it to be released and no longer holding you down. You can ask for guidance at any time. You can ask for your guides, your ancestors, whatever modality you work with, to guide you, to be there for you, because they are there for you to do just that. Meditate. Change and development is imminent. Things are going to change in a major way. In 6 months from now, when you look back on this very moment right here, listening to that crazy lady on YouTube, just know your life's going to look totally different than it does right now. If this reading's for you, which, like I said, it's not going to resonate for everyone. It's not for everyone. But your life is about to transform in a major, major way. And it's all because you have accepted that you are different and that you alone have the key to set yourself free. Well, my lovelies, I do hope this helped. I am so glad to be your reader and so happy you stopped in. And until we meet again, toodaloo.